and blissful morning to my dear kids. How are you all? Hope all of you are in the best of your health with God's grace. Children, we have done chapter of literature yesterday, and today I will be taking up the next chapter of grammar. Sentences chapter 1 we have already done, and I hope all of you have completed your literature work. Please send it to me for checking as soon as possible. And today I will be taking up second chapter, that is your questions. Now what do we mean by questions? I think all of you know what is a question. Yes, question is when we ask something from someone. For example, if I say you, what is the name, where do you live, what are you doing, who is your best friend, I'm asking you something. So when we ask something from someone, that is you can say termed as questions. We form questions. Now how do we form questions? We form questions with the verb to be, is, am, are, was, were, and so on by placing the verb before the subject. Now you will think what ma'am is saying. What do you mean by we form questions with the verb to be? Now first of all, to understand the thing is, what do you mean by to be? What is your to be form of the verb? To be. To be form of the verb are is your is, am, are, was, were, and so on. ठीक है ना? These all are known as your to be form of the verbs. Anybody ask you what are the to be form of the verbs? We say is, am, are, was, were, then have, has, do, did, does. So all these are your to be form of the verbs. Now while we are making questions, what we do of these to be form of verbs, let's see. Now whenever you are making a question, what do you do? Verb to be form plus subject plus rest of the sentence plus question mark. Now how to make a sentence? What is this? See, very easy thing to understand. Now verb to be form, just now I told you is, am, are, was, were, they are your to be form of the verbs. So let's I take a example is. ठीक है, verb to be form is plus is your subject. Now subject means about the thing or a person, anyone we are talking about. They may be thing or person. Is, for example, I'm talking about Ram. Is Ram. Is your to be form verb. Subject here is about whom I'm talking. I'm talking about Ram here. Plus rest of the sentence. Now what do you mean by rest of the sentence? Means what he is doing, what we want to say about Ram. Is Ram sleeping? Is Ram sleeping? Then plus question mark, and in the end question mark is necessary. Now children, one thing to remember is that whenever I give you questions like this, matlab, you can say whenever there is a question regarding make questions out of these statements, and if you write the full sentence correct, like is Ram sleeping, but you don't put a question mark in the end, I will cut half mark. I will cut your half mark out of full sentence. So it's very important to put a question mark always whenever you are writing question. Please remember that the question mark should be there. Got it? And another example. Okay, now let's take an example. Second example. For example, are is your to be form. Subject they. Okay, for example, I'm talking about my friends. Are they plus rest of the sentence is playing. Are they playing? Are they playing there? For example, there anything. What? Are they playing there? Plus is your question mark. So your question is framed like this: to be form verb plus subject plus rest of the sentence plus is your question mark. I hope children this much is clear. Now moving to next part, that is what else is there, what else we have to keep in our mind. Singular subject takes the verb is. Yes, when the subject is singular means he, she, it, or any one name like Ram, Sham, dog, cat, star, any one thing or any one name, we use the verb is with it. Plural subject take the verb are, and more than one they take the subject are. For example, the dogs are the dogs, ठीक है, are the children, is the child, child is one, so I'm using is, and children are more than one, so I'm using are the children. Now here is an example. Is she a famous artist? So here she is your singular subject, that's why I've used is verb here. He is a tall boy, again he is a singular subject, so if it's not a question then also we are using is. Now, are they surprised? Are they plural? Are is sorry, they is more than one, so we have used they and are with they. These are beautiful dresses. These more than one, so I've used are with it. Now, one more important thing. Now, children, just I told you singular subject ke saath we put is, but here you can see I is also singular. If I'm talking to any one person, I use you, है ना, then I not more than, ठीक है, I and you first take I and you. Okay, now I here is one person, so I will not put is with it. Is will not be there. It will be I am. We never say I is. We use always used I am, and you with you we use always use are. You are, again is not there. ठीक है. Then I was about to write here we. We is more than one, so we will not put is with it. It is wrong. More than one, so we'll put are. Here I and you is singular, but we will not put is with them. We will put I am and you are. I hope this is clear to you all. Next example is, am I going with you? Am I have not written is I going with you. It's am I going with you. Are you hungry? You is one person. Then we have used are with it. I hope this much is clear to all. There is nothing much here. Very easy concept. Now children, open your books. We will do from your books. All of you write the date, day, classwork on the top. Day today is 23rd and day today is Friday, and here we will write classwork. Now let's read what's there in your book. Questions. Let's get started. Read the dialogue. Now children, what is a dialogue? Dialogue is the conversation between two or more than two people when we are talking to each other. So here is one of the dialogues. What is that, Papa? Now the children are asking their father, what is that? Father is saying, it is a star. So what is that? It is a star. A question asks someone something. So what's the question? Anybody ask you what is a question, you will say a question asks someone something. It begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Yes, children, very, very important. I've told you earlier also that a sentence always starts with a capital letter and ends with the full stop, question mark, or an exclamatory mark. So here we are doing questions, so it is ending with a question mark. Now let us look at some of the examples. Are you hungry? Question mark. Do you want to go to the museum? Question mark. Is this your bicycle? Question mark. Who is that man on the road? Question mark. What is your favorite color? Question mark. It's very important to put a question mark. Now children, there is a small exercise and a very easy one for you. Here what we have to do, we have to tick the questions and circle the sentences. So let's do it. First, do you like dolls? It's a question, so put a tick mark. I drink milk in the morning. Full stop. So it's not a question, so we'll circle it. Third, is the pan hot? It's a question, so put a tick. The boy is walking the dog. Circle because it's a sentence, not a question. Is is a lovely day. It's not a question, so circle it. Mike, Paul, and Jim are watching a film. Circle because it's not a question. Why are you late to school? Tick because it's question. Today was a hot day. It's not a question. We will circle it. We want to have ice cream. Circle. It's not a question. Is that a kingfisher? It's a question. So we'll put a tick mark. I hope, children, this much is clear to all. Next, making question from sentences. Yes, very easy now, children. First, this is my cat. This is here. This is a statement. Means this is a sentence. How we make a question from this? Whenever this is a sentence, we always first of all take out the be form. Is, am, are, was, were, who, whatever it is. Is. Then we write the rest of the sentence. Is this my cat? Means we change the places and in the end we put a question mark. We take this first and then we change this position. Is this? Okay? For example, the second sentence is you are hungry. Are you hungry? We change the places of the be form of the verb and the noun part of the sentence. To change the statement to a question, we place the verb at the beginning of a sentence to the other words. We exchange the place of the noun or a pronoun and the be form. For example, Brazil is the largest country in South America. Is Brazil the largest country in South America? So here noun is Brazil and verb is. Zootopia is a children film. Full stop is there. Then how we make a question here? Is Zootopia a children's film? Noun is Zootopia and verb is here. I hope this much is clear to all. Now let's move further. Now this is an exercise for you. Exercise B. Make questions by changing the position of the underlined words. Add a question at the end. Now how it is? Henu is reading a book. Is Henu reading a book? She will eat the pizza tonight. Will she eat pizza tonight? Question mark. See here, there we have changed the places. Is, will, are, they have come in first. All these are your be forms. And the nouns have come on the second and pronouns also on the second place. They are going for a party. Answer will be, are they going for the party? Question mark. Rest 4 to 10. I am telling you the answers. You will write yourself. The table is made of wood. Is the table made of wood? They were playing cricket. Were they playing cricket? The ships are in the harbor. Are the ships in the harbor? Question mark. The magician is doing magic tricks. Is the magician doing magic tricks? Question mark. Tia is reading a story. Is Tia reading a story? Question mark. They are planning a trip. Are they planning a trip? Question mark. This story is funny. Is this story funny? Question mark. I hope, children, this much is clear to all. Please do it, complete it, and send me for checking. Till here, still any doubt, you can ask in tomorrow's live class. Till then, bye. Have a great day. God bless you all.